CNN's data analyst dived into some polling for Governor Ron DeSantis, Republican Florida, to closely examine why the GOP presidential candidate isn't connecting well with voters. DeSantis spent over a month traveling the early primary states claiming to promote his new book. At the beginning of March, DeSantis was just 15 points down from Trump, according to 538. After the tour, DeSantis is 30 points down. Meanwhile, Trump was shoring up endorsements from Florida members of the U.S. Congress and local legislature under DeSantis' feet. He was also poking DeSantis both personally and using his past votes to cut Social Security and Medicare. DeSantis has a bit of a lovability problem among Republican voters, the analysis explains. Questions about strongly favorable or very favorable essentially chart candidates' support among their most hard-nosed Republican supporters. Donald Trump has a lot of those, 50%, an April Fox News poll said. In December 2022, the same poll showed DeSantis had 40%. Last month, he was at just 33%. Trump jumped 7 points during that time. Republicans falling out of love with DeSantis could prove to be his downfall, the analysis explained. It goes back to those overwhelmingly dedicated MAGA fans that cannot be persuaded to abandon him. While the Trump favorability numbers are low overall, the very favorable is higher than most other Republican challengers. Another way to measure the enthusiasm gap is by looking at how satisfied voters would be with one nominee over the other. The May ABC News/Washington Post poll shows 68% of Republicans would be satisfied if DeSantis were the nominee. Only 22% would be dissatisfied. They're high numbers, but Trump's are 76% satisfaction with 21% dissatisfied. As mentioned above, those numbers aren't going up for DeSantis the more he campaigns. They're going down. The analysis cited the December 2022 Monmouth University poll showing DeSantis at 79% satisfaction and 10% dissatisfied. The numbers show that the Trump supporters have already chosen their side. He has 80% satisfaction support among Republican college graduates, but his non-college grad satisfaction rate dropped by 20%. Former Governor Larry Hogan, Republican Maryland, noticed the drop too, and said it could indicate DeSantis can be beaten. His campaign slogan appears to be about what a fighter he is, but as his campaign kicked off, DeSantis said he wouldn't respond to everything Trump said to insult him. However, the analyst explained that by the end of the week, DeSantis had started fighting back. The problem, the analyst suggested, is that attacking the party's favorite guy might not be the best way to win them over. It harkens back to the video of DeSantis trying to figure out how not to anger MAGA during his gubernatorial debate as Governor Matt Gaetz, Republican Florida, fiddled in the background. It might have promoted his promise he'd consider pardoning January 6 attackers and that he'd pardon Donald Trump for January 6 if elected. However, he didn't indicate whether he'd pardon Trump if he were convicted of espionage for the documents scandal.